Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin City Living. Jason here bringing you today's video. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons. We're just a small little channel, just appreciating any support you guys might want to give us. Also, don't forget to email us strategies, questions, any games you'd like to see. We've got a ton of games here, a ton of layouts that we can do. And anything else you guys might be curious about here in the Vegas area or gambling related, we are more than happy to film it for you guys. I do have another email, so I'm going to go ahead and film that one. This one comes from Joe. He calls it his 2/3 strategy, and he sent it to me off of two different potential minimum bets. So let's take a look at them. This one might be fairly quick because one thing I like about this is it's a fairly simple strategy, which is the best kind of strategy, guys. You don't want these super complicated, if this, then this, but this, regress down this one, but press this one, then take these two down, press these two, then hedge with this bet. You don't want any of that crap, because one, it slows the game down, and two, it's really difficult for you to remember everything. I've actually seen people with notes at the table with their strategies. The most egregious that I've ever seen of that actually ended up getting banned from the casino after a couple of years of coming in. And a reputation as the most hated player in the casino. So, Joe's strategy, if we're looking at a $10 minimum bet table, here's how he would do it. It's basically an across, almost a pyramid. An across with almost a pyramid. So if he's on a $10 minimum bet table, once there's a point established, does not matter what it may be, he's going to do $10 on the 4 and 10, which is just the table minimum. Then he's going to do 66 inside. So he's going to do 2 units on the outside, 3 units on the inside. Now from here, the first hit, regardless of what it may be, he's going to press sister numbers. He's going to press sister numbers. So let's look at this as like a worst case scenario as far as how potential hits may go. So let's say a 6 rolls here. A 6 rolls here. So he's going to get paid $21. Okay, now, if he's pressing both of them, we can't pay. We have to pay it with sufficient white in order to be able to do it. But there we go. We press them both up to $24 each. He will collect $9. Now, the next time something hits, let's say a 5 hits. So 5 hits, he's once again going to get paid $21, and now he's going to regress himself down to 64 across. 64 across. So basically he's dropping down to 2 units across on everything. He's dropping down a minimum bet on everything. Minimum bet, but he's got all the numbers. So he's going down to an across bet. And what is he putting up in his bankroll? $64. $64. So initially he had 66 across or 66 inside plus his 10 and 10. Which meant that he had $86 invested. $86 invested. He's putting $64 up into his rail. That means he's $22 in the hole, but he has 64 across. Now from here, he goes into a mid-press scenario. A mid-press scenario. If it were a $15 minimum bet table, we're going to look at this just a little bit different this time around. It's a $15 minimum bet table. He's going to go ahead and do $15 each on the outsides, or on the 4 and 10 rather, not the outsides. Then he's going to do 110 inside. So he's going to do 3 units, he's going to do table minimum, then he's going to do 5 units. Now, same thing, he's going to sister press the first time, and then he is going to move up, or I'm sorry, to regress down. Now, he's not too clear on the sister presses, how it's going to work, because typically when you're in the green, your green is your unit. So if, say, a 6 were to roll, typically the player would have to throw us $25, drop us $25 down in order to go up to the sister presses. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that, because this time around I want to look at best case scenarios where the same thing hits twice. Right? So he was 110 plus his $30. So he was $140 invested. Now he's $165 invested in this roll. $165 invested in this roll. Now, let's say 6 rolls again. So this is best case scenario. Same numbers hit twice, or the same sisters have hit twice. So he's going to get paid $70. He's going to drop himself down to 96 across. So let's see what he's got. And again, he was $165 invested. So we get that. He goes down to 96 across. And again, now he goes into a mid-press scenario. So 165 invested, he's got 150, 165. He is $9 to the good. Now he is $9 positive. So worst case scenario, when you regress, you're slightly down. Best case scenario, when you regress, you are actually ahead slightly from what you started with in the roll. Now, with this strategy, how do I look at it? You guys all know my feelings on regression strategies. You just don't end up winning even close to as much as you can if you just continue to ride the roll. That's why I'm a fan of things like mid presses and stuff like that. That being said, I have started to get not a change of mind, but a slightly different way of looking at it as well. One thing I've noticed sometimes when I play Keno is that I am not looking to win. I'm not, that sounds stupid to say, but I'm not looking to win. Sometimes when I go out to the bars and I want to play Keno, there's a basketball game on, having a couple drinks with the friends. I want to stay there for about 2 hours. That's what I'm looking for. I want to stay there for about 2 hours on my bankroll, which means that I'm not betting as aggressively as I would normally when I go out to the bar or go out to one of the casinos and I'm playing Keno. And I'll also do the same thing sometimes if I'm out with my friends and we're playing craps or something like that, where instead of trying to win, I'm trying to extend out how long I can play. That being the case, strategies like this are not bad. They're not bad. They're still slow circles down the drain, but they're slow. And if you catch a 30, 40-minute roll, you're still going to win. It's just like when I go out to the bar with the wife, we're just spending a couple hours there, so I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to be able to play for the whole 2 hours. Every so often, I hit a whole bunch of small wins and come out ahead pretty good. The other option too is you catch a 20, 30-minute roll, or you buy into something like this, say $500 bankroll, and through a bunch of 10-minute roll, whole string of 10-minute rolls, you now have $1,500 in your rail or $1,000 in your rail. Maybe then you get a little bit more aggressive. Maybe you play a little bit more aggressive with a couple $100 that you're up, and see what happens. And if not, you go right back to your more calm way of playing, which is what I would call this. So this is not a bad strategy. It's not a bad strategy at all, especially because it then goes into a mid-press situation. And the sister presses are always fun. So thank you, Joe, for sending it to us. Please send us any other strategies you guys may have. Otherwise, we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.